So can I tell you guys a secret about authors? We're all just a little bit unstable while writing our books. And I'm not talking about like mentally unstable, I'm talking about like creatively unstable. I see these extremes in like almost every single author that I've ever worked with, where they have these really euphoric highs where they're like, this is the best book ever. This is going to change my career. This is going to be the next best big seller. And then like a couple hours later, they're depressed, thinking that it's the worst thing ever and it's going to ruin everything about them. And it feels a lot like that scene from Tangled. You know, the one where Rapunzel is saying, this is the best day ever. I'm a terrible daughter. I'm never going back. I should go back. You know, that's the one. Okay. That's what it seems a lot like. Okay. So I don't know if it's like something that happens to authors when we spend months alone with a manuscript, but I'm going to coin a term here. Okay. You heard it first. I'm going to call it the draft delusional cycle. That's when we're euphoric, we overestimate our work, and when we're discouraged, we underestimate it. Okay, this is why I think it happens. Okay, writing our words, it isn't just creative. Okay, it isn't just trying to be creative. This is us pouring our imagination, our hearts, our souls, everything about us. We're pouring it into something that we don't know if it's going to turn out or not. We don't know if it's going to be accepted or rejected. And our brain, I believe, tries to like naturally fill in the blanks of all the what ifs and the possibilities of what's going to happen. So these are some things that I've seen that I'm going to give you a warning about when you're on your high. Okay, when you're in that high, like, this is the best book ever. You're vulnerable here, okay? Because someone knows exactly what you want to hear. Okay, and that somebody might be sending you an email saying your book has been specially selected for this award where if you pay this money everybody wins, kind of a thing. Or a literary agent that wants to charge you for reading or editing it or promoting it somehow. Okay, your excitement that you have, that makes you more vulnerable. Somebody's telling you exactly what you want to hear. Somebody's telling you what you're already hearing yourself in your head. Okay, you know, but here's the thing. When you're on your low, that's not a good time either. Okay, this is where we self-sabotage. Okay, the danger doesn't come from the outside. The biggest threat, I should say, to your book is you. Okay, you're the biggest threat to your book. This is when you go and start deleting things you shouldn't be deleting. Okay, where you destroy your computer, throw it into the ocean. Don't be doing that. Okay, that's not good either. All right. Don't go convincing yourself that you're a terrible writer either, just because you have this low where you have this self-doubt going on. So, you know, as I've been experiencing, and I've done it too, I haven't thrown my computer in an ocean, but I thought about it. This is what's helped me. Okay, first, having a writer's group of friends. Okay, amazing people with eclectic abilities and taste and skills. And these are people, beta readers have been amazing too, critique partners, all of that. And this isn't somebody who's just going to tell me all the time, oh, you're amazing. And it's not going to be somebody who tears your work apart either. Okay. This is going to be somebody who's very kind to you and in their kindness tells you what you can do to improve. Okay. That's who you need in your life to help ground yourself when you go through these emotional highs and lows in your writing process. Okay, now here's the thing. If you do have these impulsiveness to go sign an expensive contract or throw your computer off a cliff or delete your manuscript, just sleep on it. Give it like, 24, 48 hours. Just sleep on it. Give yourself a break. Go treat yourself to a bubble bath and hot chocolate. Talk to some friends. So these emotional swings that we feel, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It means that we care very deeply about our work and what we're doing. Indifference, it rarely means success. If we feel indifferent about our work, I believe that readers are going to catch on to that and they're not going to care either. So the goal here isn't to eliminate the emotions that we have about our books and our work. It's to not let it control us. All right. And I think it gets easier At least for me, it's gotten easier, and not because it doesn't happen, but because I recognize it for what it is. And I just learned that the emotions are part of the creative process. They're not reliable critics. Absolutely not. So, my advice, the next time that you think that you've written the greatest novel in history and you're going to be a household name and you're going to sell more copies than the Bible, okay, just take a deep breath. Or if the opposite is true and you think that you're the worst writer ever and you're never going to be able to do this and it paralyzes you and you just stop writing, just take a deep breath, smile, keep going, just keep going, okay? Your emotions are absolutely welcome in the writing room, but you know what? They don't get to be the editor.